right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. Talking Auburn football. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We're growing by leaps and bounds. I definitely appreciate it. Also, make sure you leave a comment if you feel compelled to. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. A lot of stuff going on with the Auburn Tigers in the offseason. 5 players have entered the transfer portal. Of course, the typical Auburn fan will be like, oh, yeah, we got to dump. No. Players do this all the time. There are players hitting their transfer portal by leaps and bounds at universities all over the country. So do not think that this is an Auburn specific related thing as far as leadership being in an adverse position as to the reason why this is happening. Okay, so here's some news. Auburn has fired their offensive coordinator, I believe rightfully so, Mike Bobo. His son is actually on the docket for recruiting as an offensive lineman for the 2022 recruiting class. We're going to see how that turns out. I don't see why he leaves. I mean, you know, your dad gets fired and it is what it is. Okay, so here's my biggest concern at this point is the quarterback position at Auburn University. Bo Nix, now with the injury, was not able to complete his season at Auburn, scheduled to have a college degree from Auburn University in the spring and be an alumnus of the school that he loves so much. I'll tell anybody, I have been one of the harshest critics. I've also been one of the greatest praisers of Bo Nix. And with Bo Nix, I just can't take away from the fact that this man has to be, mentally strong, has to be, he definitely was physically strong because the fact that he got injured and could not play for the rest of the season was something that I just couldn't never imagine from Bo Nix. Bo Nix has accomplished a lot of things in Jordan-Hare Stadium. He played his best football there. He won a state championship there. He beat Alabama there. And I think that's something that he can, definitely a feather that he can put in his cap for the rest of his life. And this is a bittersweet moment for me because at the onset of this channel, Bo Nix has been the topic of a lot of my discussions. And, it's a rock and a hard place at this point for Bo Nix. If you do come back, what do you have to prove? We've seen your skill set. We've seen you in adverse positions. We've seen you at, favorable positions, and you perform well in those. You've had some heroics. You've done a lot of great things. And my hat's off to Bo Nix as a young man who I think is going to be a really productive person in subsequent life, whether he plays football or not. Because you talk about a guy that has always dreamed of playing for Auburn. You win the game against Oregon. You go 9-4 your freshman year. Then you go through the COVID year. Then you have the situation with, the 2021 season where you put yourself on a limb to be a leader there with, not a lot of great things around you. Offensive line kind of shaky from time to time. Your wide receiver position is, kind of questionable. Come on, guys. As bad as I have bashed Bo Nix on occasion, my hats are off to him. At this point, whatever this young man decides to do as a football player, as a human being, I'm all for it. He may come back. He may not. He may follow his dad to Troy. You know, he's on the list of all-time situations at Auburn as far as games played, as far as, pass attempts, as far as touchdowns. He's accomplished what he felt he needed to accomplish at Auburn. I will say this, considering the uneasiness of what is going on the Plains now, among other football programs, my hats are off to Bo Nix. If Bo Nix decides to return, he will have been in a situation where each year he's played football at Auburn, he's had a brand new coordinator, he's gone through 2 head coaches. I'm interested to see if he returns to Auburn. Now, in my gut, a lot of times my gut is right. My gut says he doesn't come back. My gut says he hits the transfer portal or tries his luck as an NFL quarterback. Do I think he has the capability to be a quarterback, especially with the quarterbacks in this day and age, with the coaching situations and with the possible stable offensive line? I think he can do well. I think he'll go late, but I think he can do well. But leave in the comment section and let me know what you think about Bo Nix. It's going to be really hard in this offseason for me, as Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn, to have a situation where Bo Nix is still eligible to be a college football player and not be able to talk about him as an Auburn Tiger. I want you to leave in the comment section what you think about Bo Nix, about whether he will come back or not. I know he loves Auburn, but every now and again, just because you love a place doesn't mean that's the right place for you. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. My best wishes for Bo Nix in whatever he decides to do. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. War Eagle.